Hi Chris. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-fill the pedicure bath with the soap mixture, and I'm going to pre-fill a couple of jugs for rinsing. I think I'm going to just opt to do things manually with Ted, and we'll see how we get on, alright? So we want to keep it as kind of calm and relaxing as we can for him, right? So I don't want him to get freaked out by the hose, and this is why I'm opting to do it this way. Alright, so if you just bear with me. Hello, handsome baby. Hello, handsome baby. Hello. Hello. Oh, it's a clever boy. And I've got the lucky mat here. And we're just going to put, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the mat in here because he's used to the mat. And we want to use what he's used to. Okay. And this will help secure him on the surface too. I'm just going to put that down there, so we don't really need that in there. It's taking up space, we don't need to. Come on, Richie. There's your biscuits. You coming? Come on, you. Oh, good boy. Alright. Yes, come. A good boy, sit. A good boy. It's alright, we're just letting him come as he please. You coming? Come on then, pet. Good boy. Right? Sit. Good boy. What I'm going to do is that he is quite anxious, you can see him. He's not very, he's lifting his paw, he's a bit concerned. I'm just going to actually opt to do him here. So this here, this exfoliating glove just keeps the sensation quite natural because obviously we're using our hand, and it's a lot easier to get, you know, through the coat. So he's not going to have a full bath, it's not going to be as effective as a proper full-on bath, but it's going to start introducing him to being bathed, alright? So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to move this off the bath and have him hopefully sit here for some bathing. I've got a drain there anyway as well, I don't know if you can see. What's this, babies? Dad? Here you go. Wow. A biscuit? What's this? What's that? Come on in. Right. Good boy. Ready? Clever boy. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go, babies. Good boy. So he's not comfortable in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to see if he can adapt to it. When you're dealing with a dog who has got a phobia or a kind of deep-rooted trauma towards some sort of environmental stressor within the grooming environment, it's really difficult to try and change that underlying emotional response if it's quite deep-rooted and severe. So you're having to think of ways to adapt your approach. So sometimes it can be that the environment itself is just not ideal. So if you were a multi-grooming environment, you may have to transfer to a one person environment. Or if the one person environment is not working either, it could be the environment itself, so how it actually looks and feels, the objects, etc., or even the equipment that you're using, in which case you can then try and reduce the amount of environmental stresses that the dog is exposed to at any given time. And that can be sometimes, if, for example, you could refer on to a mobile groomer, who has a van, who can obviously be located outside the family home, or even still a home visit groomer who's willing to come into the home and work with you in the home environment, because again, you're then in an environment where the dog is comfortable, which is just one less thing to worry about. And especially if your dog has kind of numerous problems that they need to kind of resolve, and for example it can be traveling in the car or even a walk, or both. These are all triggering fear, anxiety or stress, so we're wanting to limit the amount of triggers in the day and the lead up to an appointment. So it could be that visiting a person in the home environment can really help to keep those triggers low, and then we can then look at things like facilities as well. So for example, if you haven't got the facilities at home to bath your dog in a bathtub, we can opt to using things like the Mud Daddy, or alternative, even what I'm doing here with jugs of water and a pedicure bath, and again doing it outside when the day's nice, or doing it in an area where you don't mind getting a little bit wet. Again, it's just to do with facilities, and it's trying to think of the most successful way of doing things that makes the dog as little stress as possible. And again, it's not forcing the dog into anything, especially when he has got trauma, because it's just then it's basically adding to that fear. It's rather than trying to help the dog overcome his fear, you're intensifying the fear by overexposing him to numerous different fear stimulus, rather than the alternative, which is our job. We're trying to keep things as relaxed as possible. So me talking to you right now is not a waste of my time or the guardian's time, because I'm giving Ted the time to acclimatise. He's chosen not to sit through here because he's not comfortable with it. So now that he's not willing to come through here, I'm going to try and move my positioning through there where he's most comfortable, and we'll see if that makes any difference. All right, I have the towel here. All right, come. A good boy. Hi, you come in. Clever boy. What's this? I know. You get stuff in your hair. You put stuff in your hair. So I'm just going to soak my hand in the water. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. You come in? What's that? Hey, I know he's a clever boy. Clever boy, yes, I know. Let him smell it. This is a no-rinse shampoo, so it's absolutely fine to have on his skin. He's a clever boy. Oh, just a clever boy. Come in. Good boy. What's this? No, but so he's not wanting the licking mat. Try this here. Okay, what's this here? Right on the mat. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Yes. And it's a long process. It's going to take time, obviously. Good boy. So clever. And I'm just washing them with my hands. Don't you do? He's a cheeky boy. Yes, you are. Sure. It's probably not wanting to, it will not want to get dry, most likely, because he's noise sensitive. But again, towel drying, maybe gentle towel drying mind is more than suffice for a dog who struggles with the sound. And just gradually build up. And sometimes you'll never resolve, sometimes you can never resolve trauma, and it's just about managing it as best you can. And as long as he's, physically clean, and you can see when they're really dirty anyways. He's getting his nose closer to the actual tub. He's so funny. You are. Again, just exfoliating it and very gently into him so that he knows he's getting used to that sensation of being scrubbed. Okay. Very light touches. Very light touches. With the intent to be calm. Okay, oh, you're a good boy. Oh, you're a good boy. And into the chest where it's kind of thicker. And then it'll be due to ever so gently rinse them now with the plain water. And like I say, this is a rinseless shampoo anyway, but still just like to give them a wee rinse of plain water just to make sure. And again, it's lukewarm. Clever babies. This is just getting used to being bathed. Good boy. Oh, just clean. Good boy. Good? If he wants a wee break, he can. On the mat, we continue. You must see the cheeky face. Let's have all rinse off. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to just going to get used to getting his wee paws handled. Good boy. We're wanting to start getting him used to getting his nails clipped. That's him. Okay, so that's him being bathed. And yes, it's a different approach, but it's well truly worth it if it means the dog can get acclimatised. And what we'll do is, right, I'll move. This is quite wet now. These things we do. I'm just going to quickly. What am I doing? What am I doing? At least it'll be clean in here. Yeah. But obviously with the wet floor now, we want to make sure that we're not getting them too hyper. We don't want them jumping about and getting slippy, which it will be slippy with the water. So we're just trying to encourage them just to be calm for a wee while until it's dry. Yes. Yes, I know. Now this is a great introduction to the bath because it's not invasive in any way. So there's no reason for him to fear the bath next time. We're letting him roam into the bedroom, because this is going to build up his familiarity with the space. We'll gradually build up his confidence through the environment, but no rush with it. Right, no big deal, no big deal. Good boy. Just sweeping up a wee bit of it, moisture, just so that it's not so slippy. We're just letting him have a wee break for now. I'll do this quickly. Alright. Clever boy, aren't you? I'm going to do some fruit towel drying in a minute. Clever boy, clever boy. Here you go. Offering him the lucky mat for nothing, because we want to give him a wee little bun treat. I know she can be. Oh my god, she can be so good. Let's get his hand. As you can see, just giving him it for free, just say well done. All of this is a purpose. It's a positive association in this environment. And again, he's getting used to this noise as well of sweeping, all very similar to water. You know? Okay. There we go. Clever boy. Clever boy. Clever boy. Yes, you are. We're just towel drying him. Nice and gentle, aren't we? Nice and gentle. Clever boy. Clever boy. We should be. Oh, thanks. Me sore eyes today, haven't you? Oh, clever boy. Here we go. Amazing. Clever boy. Clever boy. Hey, what is that? Is that good? Is that good? What's that called? Clever boy. Should be. That should be. Nice. There you go. Should be these. Liking this. Again, the intent to heal, the intent to calm. He's just so clever, yes you are. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. It's lots of calm tones. This is a bit of canine massage. clever boy. That's a clever boy. What was that? Yes. He's just giving me consent to keep petting him. If we move away, and if he comes and instigates, yep, he's instigating, so he still wants petted, so he's enjoying it. So again, it's just consent testing. Every so often, just making sure that he's happy being handled. And if he does advance towards you, or if he leans in towards you, then that's him saying, yes, I give permission to have you continue. It's all very relevant. It's all trust building tactics that we know work. He's a clever. There we go. Shoot. Right then. Right, giving him a wee consent test again. See, he's moving away, so he's quite happy now not being handled. Oh, you okay? Yes, I know. Hi. Hi, your babies. Hi, your babies. Oh, let see that. Okay. I'm just going to lie it down so it's somewhere nice to lie on. I'm going to get the lying thing for comfort as well. That's you, pet.